Seven Your Legs Media. You know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks. We got lots of stuff coming up. Hey, what's going on? Oh my goodness, this is the wrong top to wear because I have the green screen in the background. So I have on it's a slightly lime greenish top, and I guess I gotta take it off. I only have it on because I'm just trying to stay warm up in this piece. But anyway, with the invisible Ines Luby. Anyway, we're gonna get started and we're gonna run through a few things. So before I get into what we're gonna be talking about tonight we got the Justin, the plan. So it's like a 20 second clip of Justin talking about, you know, just summarizing what he's trying to do within USA Cycling and how he's trying to help and take it to a new place. And then the big story for me is the Bermuda flag has been banned. It's not permanently, and we're gonna get into why the Bermuda flag has been banned. What the hell? So from all international competition, so the Bermuda flag cannot be waved until they do this, and we're gonna get into that into a minute. And what else we got? We got Laporte and the French team up on the podium singing their hearts out, and it was awesome to see. And the thing that's cool about it is the French haven't won like something like major, like a World Championships, Tour de France, like, you know, to win the European Championships. That's pretty major for them. So, you know, it's good to see the French back up on the podium, and we're gonna, you know, disclose who the rider was and show you some pictures. And then we just got a couple like cool things to show you, like, you know, just some odd bits and pieces to show you. So we're gonna get into that. So let's do this. I don't even have anything I can play while I take this top off. Let's see if I have something I can play while I just take this top off. Video file. And do I have something? Can't play the Jumbo Fight, Speed We Crush, Me on Swift movie. So maybe I could do that. Maybe I could play the Swift. That would be sort of weird. But anyway, let's just do this. How's that? You can see me, but I can't see you. Wait a minute. Now I can see you. That's a bit better. This is one of my nicest sweaters I like to wear. The temperature's starting to drop here in the UK a little bit, so I gotta stay warm. And let's crack on with it. Let's get into this. So, you know, basically I'm gonna go to the whole purpose, my whole cause. So if we go to here, as soon as it changes over, I'll get into it. Nope, it's not happening. No, it's not happening. So I thought I had that page loaded up, but I don't have it loaded up. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I would be ever so grateful if you did that. And secondly, this is Say It With Your Legs Media. Oh, here it is. Or maybe okay. So that's, it just took its time to load up. So basically, I need to get my green screen on point. There we go. So this is our vision. This is everything that I'm about right now. This is my long-term goal. Our vision is to start an international youth academy, and I'm hoping that people will support us just by liking and subscribing to the channel. you have no idea how much this will do for me trying to get to that goal and get to that dream. So basically, like, subscribe to the channel. It's all I'm asking. Small thing to do, and we will really appreciate that. So thanks for the like, thanks for the subscribe if you have or if you haven't. So this is the whole vision, and I want to start International Youth Cycling Academy. I'm probably looking at 2024, 25, actually getting, breaking ground and getting it started. And in the meantime, the plan is to do the media company inside of the European cycling scene, following all the European races and gaining a following, gaining subscribers, because YouTube can be very fruitful, gainful as far as a source of income. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna push the YouTube channel, and that gets where it needs to get to. And then once that is where it needs to be, then we can use that to fund the Youth Academy. And there's going to be so many great things coming out of that. So that's that. So let's get into what's going on. So first thing we're going to get into is Justin. So let me just gonna let it take it. It's there we go. So we got Justin up on the screen. And now what we're gonna do, I think I stop. Yeah, we stopped that. So so basically, what I was sort of like touching on a few days ago, because of all the stuff that happened, and Justin was talking about it. I was talking about how Justin is coming and trying to encourage US cycling to get organized and to bring teams, bring quality organizations, like, so that the sport will progress and will get ever so much better. So it's not going to happen if you have just like one Legion or one Miami Blazers, one Aviators, one Navigators team, or whatnot, or KHS. Navigators is no more, but you understand what I'm getting at. If you have more organized pro teams inside of the US crit scene, it'll get much better. It'll be a whole lot safer. It'll be fast. It'll be fun. It'll be exciting. It'll hurt a lot more because it'll be so much faster. But let's see what Justin has to say really quickly.
But we said if we can do it with one team, then why can't we do it with multiple teams with the same culture, same environment, same idea?
I've always been inspired in what they do, and when you're around people who do well and do great things, it makes you want to do great things.
So let's
we said if we can do it with one.
So just gonna run that back real quickly. I'm gonna just break it down real quickly, and hopefully you get what he says. Let's one more time.
But we said if we can do it with one team, then why can't we do it with multiple teams with the same culture, same environment, same idea?
I've always been inspired in what.
So if you get what he's saying, he's basically saying Legion is doing this thing, and if you watch them race, they are very impressive. Very impressive. I mean, you can't deny what those guys are doing. It's amazing. But what Justin's trying to say, he does not want to be the only team out there doing what they're doing. And the whole reason he's doing what he's doing, he's trying to bring you the model, bring you the blueprint. So he's done it with Legion. He sent Dante over to Miami Blazers, and they formed the same type of unit, which is doing well. And he's trying to get guys and teams in other cities to do the same thing. Because if you do this, then you will start to gain some recognition. Then you can do something that the youth can look forward to, like, I want to be part of that, or I want to be that. But right now, it just, there's a lot of whining and complaining about Legion this and Legion that, because you want to still do that same old thing and that lazy old mentality towards crit racing, where you just dive bombing one another. Like, so we had a few weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, where a guy is trying to get in front of Justin and Legion with like probably coming up to 2 laps to go, or maybe the last corner, and he makes a sprint and like just dive bombs the front of the Legion train. It's one thing to cut them off and chop them up, but he dive bombed and took out 2 guys, and one guy broke his shoulder and stuff and whatnot. So they were making all of this fuss because Justin had a little tussle with a guy of last year sometime, and he ended up, they ended up entangling and both going down, and everyone's saying Legion's this and Legion, they ride like this, but there's been no outcry for this is obvious blatant accident. I mean intentional crash. Now what Justin was doing with the guy, he was not trying to crash him, and it definitely wasn't intentional. He was definitely trying to show the guy who's the boss, but he wasn't trying to crash him out like this guy did, like for I can't even remember which race it was, but it wasn't cool. So basically you wouldn't get all of this like cowboy type riding that's happening if more people followed the plan that Justin's trying to bring. And it is what it is, and it's a shame that guys are not gravitating, or the organization is not trying to encourage more, bring more sponsors so the teams can be financed, because it's gonna take some work. But one man can't do it all, but he's gonna, I have to applaud Justin for doing what he's doing. So let's get into our next thing. Before we get into the next topic, let's see what we want to use this. Yeah, we need this. This is what we need. So our next topic, Bermuda. And here is the topic. Bermuda banned. Bermuda has been banned from flying the flag at major sports events. What is this about? Let's get into this and find out what this is about. So, can I make this bigger? Trying to make this bigger. Is it gonna get bigger? No, it's not good. I think I can make it bigger. Yes, you can. So let's make the writing bigger. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Hopefully it gets this a little bit bigger. There we go. All right, so let's get into this. So the story is Bermuda has been banned from waving the flag at the major sporting events. And why is this? And so, okay, let's read the story. Bermuda runs the risk of not being allowed to fly its flag at the up-and-coming Pan American Games in Chile after the island was found to be non-compliant with the World Anti-Doping Agency. So that's not a good thing if they're not being compliant with the Anti-Doping Agency. So at a WADA Executive Committee meeting held in Shanghai on Friday, WADA's Executive Board agreed to following a recommendation from its Compliance Review Committee to declare Bermuda's National Anti-Doping Authority as non-compliant due to the failure to appropriately implement the code into its legal system. So it looks like whatever rules that WADA is passing down, Bermuda is definitely just taking the time, if at all, to implement whatever structure that is asked to be, asking to be implemented into the doping control. So this could be pretty grave for Bermuda if Bermuda doesn't act, but I'm pretty sure they will respond and they will act accordingly. But as a result, representatives of the Bermuda Sports Anti-Doping Authority, as well as the island itself, face a number of consequences. Most notably, the island cannot be awarded the right to host regional, continental, and world championships or events run by major organizations. So Bermuda has a really big international triathlon and a marathon week coming up. And the international race week is in early January, I believe. So if they don't get that sorted out quickly, that's a lot of revenue, a lot of sponsorship that's going to be lost. So they need to sort that up. And I think also we got the international, the triathlon as well, international ITU triathlon. So that's in jeopardy of not being held as well. So the ruling will include this year's Pan American Games, which will be held in Santiago from October the 20th to November the 5th, meaning the flag will not be flown at the opening ceremony, nor on the podium should a Bermuda athlete win a medal. Under Article 9.3.1 of the International Standard for the Code of Compliance by signees, Bermuda have been given 21 days following the date of receipt of formal notice of non-compliance to dispute WADA's assertion of non-compliance, as well as the consequences and or the reinstatement conditions proposed by the agency. Man, I gotta start reading more because these are words that I know. The latest ruling means Bermuda and South Africa are hoping that you can hear me. Let me just see something here. I'm hoping that it's fine. Okay, yeah, that's good. Just needed to make sure that the volume was there. So the latest ruling means that Bermuda and South Africa are added to WADA's compliance watch list, along with the National Anti-Doping Organization of Algeria, Angola, Ecuador, Mongolia, Morocco, and the Philippines. WADA have also declared Pan Am Sports non-compliant. What was that? Pan Am? I think that meant to say Pan Am, yeah. So they've made it as one word. WADA have also declared Pan Am Sports non-compliant with its anti-doping code less than a month ahead of the Pan American Games. The decision was made due to the failure by the organization to make critical corrective actions to their anti-doping program by an agreed deadline. As a result, though, there could be close supervision of the entire testing process implemented by the Pan Am Sports at its events, which could include next month's games, as well as the Paralympic Games, American Games, due to follow from November 17th until the 16th until reinstated. Says the Royal Gazette has reached out to the Department of Youth and Culture in Bermuda and Bermuda Sports and Anti-Doping authorities for comment. By the looks of it, they have not received any statement as yet, and I'm gonna keep my eye on that story because that is something that is major. And the fact that the Bermuda has been banned from flying the flag at major sports events is what will follow that. I mean, so the flag is being banned. Will that lead to an athlete's type ban? So I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm definitely gonna follow this story. This is really interesting. I didn't even know that was an issue, but my whole thing is Bermuda needs to get their own flag anyway, because that's pretty much a British flag. So yeah, that's funny, and that's funny and it's not funny, but it is what it is. So that's all about little island of Bermuda, where I'm from, and the issues that they are facing. So today was the European Championships, and which was won by French rider Christophe Laporte. And the big thing for Christophe Laporte and the French team is that they have not won a major race, like a national race, for quite some time. So for them, this is huge. This is major, and we're gonna see how big and how important this meant to the French and all of the French riders. So let's play the footage, and no, we don't want that. So let's play the footage and hear how passionate. So this is the national anthem, and understand the French have not been on the podium for a championship event in quite some. No, they won the world championships with Alaphilippe 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, it was about 3 years ago. Alaphilippe won back to back. So what am I talking about? But, well, I guess I'm thinking more like the Tour de France, because I think it's been since I won't say is it It can't be that far back. But it's been a long time since the French have won the Tour de France. So the last big championship they won was the World Championship. Alaphilippe won that twice, and here, this is how passionate, this is how much it means to them. Let's play the tape.
Gentlemen, may we have your attention for the national anthem of
That's a rousing rendition.
So that was pretty amazing. That meant a lot to them. That was major to them. I haven't seen like a team be that organized and that celebratory for the win of a race in quite some time, and that was actually beautiful to see. Yeah, all prejudices aside, that was beautiful to see. So I want to just touch on real quick. There's a new tool out. It's for helping you change your tire. It's not actually new. Someone actually has the tool out, but it's been re-engineered, so it looks like it works a whole lot better and it's a whole lot stronger. So this is the tool in question. It's called the Tire Key. So let's see how it works. Now the someone has came up with this tool already, but what they've done is they've made it in like a two-part, like it's almost like a pair of pliers, and it's a lot bigger. Well, I use the tool as well quite often, and what happens is because of its size and because it has the joint, like because it crosses the tool that they currently have, because it crosses like that, when you're pulling back on it, it tends to like put too much stress on the tool, so it starts to turn. But this is an excellent idea, because it's one piece and it looks very sturdy. And if you look and you see at the bottom of it, it's so at one end it's the tire lever to actually take the tire off, and because of the way it's shaped, it's bigger, so you can just grab your hand around it and give it a really, like if you gotta pry the tire or you gotta push it around the rim so you can get the rim off. It's amazing. So I'm actually got that in order. I'm looking forward to use that, because the tires nowadays, these carbon rims with the tubeless tires or tubeless tires, some of them are almost impossible to get the tires on, and this tool, it just like it looks the business. So there you go. Let's look at it again real quick. And you see how tough that thing was to get on? And I've been doing that by hand for years, and even sometimes I still do it by hand. If you know the trick to getting them on, it's tough. But this looks really, I'm excited. I can't wait to get my hands on this tool. Definitely can't wait to get my hands on this tool. So before I get out of this, one more thing I need to, just to run by. So basically, folks, when you are, like riding your bikes and stuff, like you just can't keep riding your bikes without bringing that into the shop. So, and I'm saying that to say is that the people ride the bikes, and they still come in, and even up until now, they'll come to see you, and then they'll be like, I have no idea what's, a bike just started making noises and stuff. So I implore you people, I beg you that when you downloads, it's time to go back to the top. So a lot of people own some really nice bikes, but what they don't do is look after the bikes, and so they don't bring them in as often as they need to. And then when they do bring them in, they're falling apart. And then when you tell people they've got to replace this or they got to replace that, they it's almost like they don't want to hear it. It's like, wait a minute, I paid crap loads for this. I shouldn't. It should still work. It should still be going and stuff. And folks just don't understand, man. It's you have to you have to maintain your bike on a regular basis. Because if you don't, you get stuff like this. So let's I'll have to comment on this guy's page on Instagram, but let's have a look at this bottom bracket, what happens. So you can see right away on the outside, the bottom bracket, it's all brown because it's badly just hasn't been looked after. So here we go, let's go, let's open it up. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that like just magnificent? That's just awesome to see. So just to folks out there, your bikes are nice. Your bikes, cost you a lot. I understand that. But they need TLC. They need care. You just can't just ride your bikes. And if you look at the paint on the bike, you can obviously see the bike it's looking good. So it's not an old bike. But if you ride your bike where it rains or something, or it just doesn't even take much moisture to get, just needs you to be sweating on it a lot. So if this person actually took the bike in like on a regular basis, maybe every 2 to 3 months, you wouldn't get this. This would not happen. And so this bottom bracket is probably making all types of noise and feeling absolutely horrible. So I employ people to just, if your bike is of the nicer or more or of the higher price bracket, you definitely need to look after it. It's like a Formula One car. It's like you just can't go 3 or 4 races and race that car. It's not gonna go. So what the guys do, they pretty much break those cars down after every race. And to a certain extent, with some of the nicer bikes, the higher price bikes, you gotta have that same vigilance towards maintenance. And so just so the bike can just keep going. So finish playing the video. Look at that. Look at that. That's just art. Man. It's not even greasing in there anymore. It's just dirt. It's just dirt. And so yeah, wow. But anyway, so the people, I beg of you, please look after your bikes. Look after your bikes. And just stay on top of that stuff. So before I get out of here, let me bring back the host. This has been the Sunday Recovery Ride, and this has been your host, Ennis Luby. Thank you for joining me. I definitely appreciate you. And hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I will probably see you later in the week, and we're going to be here Friday for Cycling Talk. Once again, this has been the Recovery Ride. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon. So you know what you got to do. You gotta keep the rubber to the road, the wind in your face. You know, you get that cadence and spin just right, you always stay on pace. That's gonna be me. Say it with your legs, baby. You know how we do. Peace.